Hi, and welcome back to the National Museum of the Marine Corps. I'm John Bernstein, the museum's Arms and Armor Curator. Today we're going to be talking about a particular M1 Carbine in our collection here. This belonged to then Lieutenant Julian Wilcox, who was an F-4U Corsair pilot with VMF 112 in mid-1943 through early 1944. We believe he picked up this piece on Espiritu Santo when he was stationed there. It's all original to October of 1942 when it was manufactured and has never been modified. So we believe he picked it up there and used it probably as a personal defense weapon on the island and brought it home after that. It's serial number in the 231,000 range, so it's in the first production block from the Inland Division of General Motors. Barrel date's 1042, so October 42 production. And it's got a lot of just sort of neat little tidbits on it that identify it to that era. The stock, first of all, is the first pattern with the eye cut. Basically, it looks like a capital I here. That's where your oiler and your sling slips through. By mid-production of the M1 Carbine, they did away with the eye cut and just went to a standard oval cut. So, this is an early stock because of that, and also because of the high wood over here, which partially obscures the slide there. By mid-production, they did away with that as well. A couple other neat features are the safety and the magazine release. It's the first pattern magazine release here. You can see it's serrated, and that was so you could actually feel it in the dark. And also we have the push-button safety here. One of the issues they found that Marines and soldiers would run into, though, is the possibility of when you're going to switch from safe to fire, pushing your safety in there, you might actually accidentally hit your magazine release switch, which would drop your magazine and be a problem in the middle of a firefight. So there were a couple of things that the manufacturers of the carbine did over time. The first was they adopted a new magazine release, which was smooth, so you could tell the difference between the knurled safety and the smooth magazine release. And then they came up with a couple of different versions of the safety, ultimately culminating in a rotating safety switch rather than just a push-button safety. Now, these didn't really start showing up until late 44, early 45, but they became the standard for the next decade or so as the M1 Carbine continued in service use. One of the other things that identifies it as an earlier production carbine is the rear sight here. This was the standard throughout most of the production run, but by late 1944, they switched over to a ramp sight, which had graded range increments on it, gave you a little bit more accuracy over longer distances. But really, this is an untouched M1 Carbine from the early World War II period, or at least the early U.S. involvement in World War II, and really has become one of the prizes of our M1 Carbine collection. Just having it all in the original configuration, never messed with. And of course, the solid provenance of being carried by a Marine fighter pilot in World War II. So thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.